Morning everybody, this is Ginny, the Soul Guide, and I am here to bring you an oracle message for this week. Try to do this on a weekly basis. I think it helps us to kind of stop, pause, reframe and think about where we're going next. So if you're tuning in at any point from today, then it means that there was a message here that you were meant to receive. So take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, and then think about where you're going to go next with these messages in mind. Okay, so this is coming to you today from the beautiful Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer. It's a beautiful deck, very nature related, and I love that. Very much work with nature. Okay, so what messages will we receive today? Okay. First message. This has been coming up repeatedly lately, the forest and breathe. And it's all about the fact that we have developed through the busyness of our life that actually we're not designed for. We've become human doings, not human beings. And because of that, our life is so fast paced and we don't really have the resources to keep up with that pace. And I think particularly since the pandemic, there seems to be a drive for go, go, go after so much rest, and it's taken us quite a while to get back into the flow of that really, and it doesn't really flow. We've developed these unhealthy habits of shallow breathing, which are really part of a fight or flight response. They're not a normal status quo. We can't live in that space, and it's a really unhealthy way of breathing. We need to be breathing deeply, like we need to properly absorb all of that oxygen to restore and sustain us and to keep our cells healthy, to keep our body healthy. And the reason it's linked with the forest is because there's this kind of parallel between us, this exchange that keeps the forest alive, keeps us alive. Who doesn't feel better after a walk in the forest or after a walk in nature? Some of that's physiological. You know, we're breathing out carbon dioxide that feeds the nature world. That in return exchanges for oxygen, which we need. So it's this beautiful balance, this beautiful exchange of life-giving. So if you find that things are just a little bit too much for you at the moment, or you're not managing with that day-to-day, the day-to-day stresses, and you can feel yourself feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or that things just feel a bit too much, go for a walk in nature. If you can't do that immediately, deep breaths, deep breathing. It opens up all of our energetic bodies, our chakras. It's a way of just immediately feeling grounded and more safe and stable. Okay, so we've got one that wanted to join us. We've got the cave, sanctuary. For me, that means where can we go to retreat? So when I feel like there's a real resonance here around the busyness of everything. I think it's that when the summer comes, even though it doesn't feel very summery if you're here in England at the moment, because we've literally had rain for a couple of days and we're due more. But it is our summer, and that's the way it is in England, and we just have to embrace that. But when the summer comes, there just feels this need to be out and doing and socialising and planning things, because we're so caught up in that gorgeous energy of the summer and of the sun that we want to be doing things. And we can overcommit, we can, take on too much. And sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we need the balance between doing and resting. Rest is equally as important to action. And so where can you go to get your retreat? What signals is your body giving you that you may or may not be noticing that is urging you to retreat back into the sanctuary of yourself, of your home, just being somewhere that you can just decompress, recharge, ready to go out again. So that can feel like a place of safety when you're feeling like it's too much. So remember that rest is equally as important as action. And are you getting the balance right? Quite often as humans, we do not. And we can swing one way or another, we can get too much rest and not enough action, and that's not good for us either, but it's about getting the balance right. Okay, one more as a parting gift. What do we have? Dragonfly. Beautiful card. Emergence. Something is coming. There is going to be some growth. There is going to be a movement forward. And I feel like this is something personal. So whether it's something that's physically emerging will come into fruition, something that you've been setting intentions for, that you've been manifesting, or whether it is a growth personally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, something is going to emerge and become within your life, and it's going to feel quite important. So that is why those previous two cards actually tell a bit of a story. I think that if we follow that pattern, that we need to restore ourselves, we need to get out there, we need to get into some better habits around looking after ourselves, breathe deeply, so that we feel at one with ourselves and what we are doing. And then maybe we do need to retreat, maybe we do need to rest, maybe that's the time that we're thinking about what next and setting those intentions, and getting the rest we need ready for this emergence. With anything that develops from a larvae or an egg, it needs to go through that stage of stillness. But really what's happening in that stillness, what's happening in that retreat from the previous card, is actually a rebuilding, a restructuring, a breaking down of what was, ready to emerge as what you will be. Lots to think about. Let me know if any of that resonates with you, and I will see you soon for more insight, some more content around spiritual growth, some more intuition exercises. If that's what you like, tell me what you like. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It means such a lot to know that people like the content I'm doing, and then I can think about what more to bring to you. Have a blessed day.